Today we're going to be trying out OP14 Doflamingo against a wide variety of decks just to see how good he actually is. And without further ado, let's go into the deck breakdown and then the game's really quick. Okay, so now we have the leader, Don Quixote Doflamingo, 5k power, 5 life leader, mono purple. On your opponent's attack, you can Don -1, select one of your leader or one of your characters with a Don Quixote Pirates type, so you can change the target of that attack to the one you choose. This is really strong with a lot of on-KO cards in our deck, which can give us beneficial effects, so essentially give us a beneficial effect and stop an attack. This can be really strong late game, as you will see in the video. Next we have Sugar, just a 1 cost, 1k power, 1k counter, searcher card, which is just essentially a tap searcher, so we rest one Don and then tap that card, then look at the top 5 cards of our deck for a Don Quixote Pirates type character or event. So in short, it's just another consistency piece, which this deck really does well. However, I have got quite unlucky in these games, but yeah, Sugar's just a brilliant card to have in this deck, and you can use your leader ability to keep it alive. Next we have Dellinger. This is just a 1 cost searcher, but with an on KO. As it goes in tandem with our leader ability, we can use our leader ability to direct the attack to Dellinger. On KO, we get Don back to negate our leader effect, then just search the top 5. This is a searcher and also stops an attack, so it's a very, very good card in this deck. So these two are just 2Ks, really. I didn't know what to include, so we got Giola and then we got Baby 5. Baby 5 can ramp by trashing a card, which is okay, and Giola just rests a 4 cost with 2 Don active, so it's not really too good, to be honest. Yeah, so they're just mainly 2Ks. Okay, so next is Sugar, 4 cost, 1k power with 1k counter. On play, just ramp an active Don, so this isn't like Bonclay. And then the on KO, if your opponent has 6 or more Don cards in their field, play up to 1 Don Quixote Pirates type character card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. So this is just another thing to eat up an attack, and then just play out a character. We have some targets in here like Don Quixote Rosinante and Virgo and even the Monet. So this card is really good. So next we have Don Quixote Rosinante, 5 cost, 6k power, 1k counter. On play, you can trash an event and then draw 2. At the end of your turn, if you've got 7 or more Don, you can set 2 Don as active. This is good just to get the Don active at the end of your turn for the leader effect and for the 8 cost Doflamingo effect to ramp back up, so you can essentially chain 10 costs with this on board, which is really, really good, as you'll see later in the video. So next is Monet, just a 5 cost 2k vanilla character card, and this is just an emergency card if you have nothing to play off the 8 cost Doflamingo really. Next we have Virgo, 5 cost 7k power. Once per turn, if your Don Quixote Pirates type character would be removed from the field from your opponent's effect, you can return a Don and it won't get removed. Then when attacking, Don -1, give up to one of your opponent's characters -2000 power for this turn. This guy is really, really good. Can we play it off the Sugar, as we've seen, we can play it off the 8 cost Doflamingo even, and it just gives a full board removal protection, stopping Stussies to get rid of the 10 cost Doflamingos, for example. This guy is just an essential card in this deck, and a really, really good inclusion, especially for the Don -1 when attacking, which can give something -2000 power, making it easier to swing into them and get rid of them. This purple guy is not to do with Five Nights at Freddy's, but is to do with winning games against black decks, for example. Next is Monet, 5 cost 6k power with 1k counter. On play, if your leader's got the Don Quixote Pirates type, you can ramp an active Don. Then on KO, draw 2 and trash 1, and then add up to 2 Don from your Don deck and rest it. So essentially this is just double ramp and a draw 2 trash 1 with using your leader ability. So this is one of the most annoying cards to play against, especially since you can play off the 4 cost Sugar and the 8 cost Doflamingo. This card is just one of the most annoying cards to go against in this deck, and therefore you're going to abuse it. Next we got the 8 cost Doflamingo. 8 cost 9k power, on play Don -1, play a 5 cost or less Don Quixote Doflamingo pirate character. Then when our opponent's attack, if we've got an active Don, we can rest that to get another Don active. So essentially this is just ramp on our opponent's turn, and also plays a 5 drop out, which in this deck we have so many to play, such as Rosinante, Virgo, Monet. We have so many good options. And going wide in this deck is essentially what you want to do, because a lot of OP14 meta is very stun based. So the more characters you have to attack, the better. And having the active Don allows you to chain 10 costs if you have a 5 cost Rosinante on board, which is really strong in this deck. Next we have the big boy, the new Doflamingo, the 10 cost 10k power. On play, Don -3, you can choose one. If your leader's got the Don Quixote Pirates type, KO to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 8 less, and then up to 3 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 7 or less cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this stops really wide decks from attacking, being mid-range ones such as Lim, which we play later in the video, and can also KO an 8 cost. This versatility is really good, so if you don't really want to stun anything but you still want to get this 10k body out, you can just kill an 8 cost, which is really strong. And just the ability to chain these and stop a wide variety of characters attacking, as well as directing attacks to it to stop you being hit. This card can pretty much stop 4 attacks in 1 turn, which is insane, and hence why it is such a good card. Next we have Ever White, a 1 cost purple event, where the main we can rest 2 more cards, so it costs 3 in total, and just ramp a rested Don. And the counter, our leader gets plus 3000 power for the battle. To be honest, I didn't really use this too much in the video, and I think I will include more of them, which gives my leader plus 2000 power for the entire turn, to be completely honest. But it's not a bad event. Probably will be better in Sugar though. Next we have Pentachromatic String, a 2 cost event, which the counter, Gives one of our leaders or characters plus 4,000 power for the battle. Then, if your opponent has a character with 6,000 power or more, you can add up to 1 Don card and rest it. So it's just a plus 4k counter, and if you're getting swarmed by big bodies early, gives you a rested Don. To be honest, I think I might run more of the other event, which we're about to get into, which is far better, but this is not a bad event by any means. Next we have Bullet String, 2 cost event, with the counter, Don -1, if your leader has the Don Kid Pirates type. So one of your leader or character cards gains plus 2,000 power during the battle, then that card gains plus 2,000 power during this turn. So when you use it, plus 4k counter, and your leader stays a 7k base for the rest of the turn. To be honest, I'm probably going to run this at a 4 of and take out Pentachromatic String, as I don't really see many 6k bodies coming out too early, but late game chaining these can be insane. So yeah, let's get into the games. Okay, so our first game is against a Law. So we are going first. I think we can play Dellinger out and we're good to go. So we got 10 cost, Resonante, Sugar, and Monet. So play Sugar, we'll search. Probably get the 4 cost Sugar. Then we'll swing 6. Law's a deck that's gonna, well, we need to use a lot of the 10 cost to stun stuff, I imagine. But there also is a lot of rush, which is a bit of an issue. We'll use our leader effect to divert there to keep Sugar alive. And we will search, probably taking another 10 cost Doflamingo, as we'll need to have those, and oh, never mind, Kid Killer. I do forget that has rush sometimes. In this situation, I want to play Sugar and then swing 7 at Kid Killer, because he'll have to burn 2 cards, and Law does run out of steam quite often if he counters too early. So let's see what he does here. Yeah, he counters. Okay, that makes sense. So here, I believe we're going to direct the attack to Sugar, as Law is on 6 Don, and then we'll be able to play out Monet, and then ramp. Be very nice. So it plays out the X-Drake. Here, swinging 5. Probably give... probably taking that. And then we can divert that to Sugar, and play out Monet, and then ramp. And then we are 8 done now, so actually never mind. I don't know what we're gonna do here. Probably just gonna swing at Kid Killer and try and get rid of it. I imagine we're gonna play out the 8 cost Doflamingo though. And we'll swing 5 into Kid Killer. Keep his hand down, starve him. He's only got 3 in hand now. So play Doflamingo, play Resonante. We don't really have any events to trash. So we'll get 2 Don active, and then we'll pass. And then we can use our leader effect to divert an attack into the Monet, to draw 2 trash 1, and then ramp 2. So we use the Doflamingo's effect to get that back. And then probably just take, and then on the bigger swings, we'll direct into Monet, unless they swing into the Monet themselves. In which case they do, we can divert the attack into our 8 cost Doflamingo and stop and less than 9k attack, really. See what he's going to do here. Obviously, people are still learning the decks. Plays out Zorro. Yeah, I'm just going to starve this guy for definite. Direct into Monet. We don't want to go down to 2 because that makes the Kid Killer active. Probably get rid of that Doflamingo. I don't see us using another one. There's not many other good 5 costs to play out. The Monet's are 2k, so I'd rather have that in hand, to be honest. We give Giola, and then a Monet or Dellinger. Probably a Dellinger, just to be exact. And then he uses the effect on Kid Killer and swings 8. I will take that. So here, we're going to further starve. I'm using a 10 cost Doflamingo to stun. So we are going to... We're going to play that out, but first let's just not be clear on what we're going to do. So I think we swing into the Kid Killer first, see what happens. See what happens. He lets it go. And then we'll do the same to Zorro. First we're going to swing 9k X-Drake. And then we're going to swing with Resonante at Zorro. Oh, no, alive apparently. And then we're going to play Doflamingo, and we can just... I mean, we can just kill Zorro anyway, so it makes sense. KO cost 8 or less, KO Zara, and then we'll pass, and then get 2 Don active. Then we can use the 8 cost Doflamingo to ramp a Don, and then we can just chain the 10 cost Doflamingos. This is what I was on about in the deck profile, really. So we choose this to ramp, and then probably just give a 1k. I don't think we need the Rose Ante. We don't have many events in hand, and we already have one on board, so... the 9 cost Law is not what we want to see, but he probably will play it. So he's left all that Don open. It's extremely likely that he will play it. Yeah, there's a Law. I don't think we need to play the 10 cost. We don't really have anything to stun next. So I think we divert the attack into our 10 cost Doflamingo and then give it 2k. And then we can just further starve and get rid of the Law. I think that's a very good idea. We have Virgo now, which is nice. So we fly for Virgo. And we'll just attach Chew here. See what he does. He's got 1 done up, so he's probably got that counter event. Indeed, he does. I don't think we need to play out Virgo anymore. We can just stack 2, just stack 3. He's going to have to give his most for his hand anyway, and we can just, yes. Okay, let's it go. Then we'll swing 7 at life. Then we'll swing a further 7, and if we get a 1 cost event off our life, we can use it for our leader. Then we'll pass. Yeah, I think we have this one in the bag. Even if he does play rush stuff, I think we have enough to get over the line, and I don't think he'll be able to kill our stuff with the 3 2Ks we have in hand, and the leader effect being able to divert it into the 10 cost. Okay, so he's got a Zoro. Yeah, we just divert that into our leader, right? Not our leader, our 10 cost Doflamingo. So we return it on. And then we can use the Doflamingos to ramp it on. There he goes 5, and I think we'll give it 2k here. I doubt we're going to need this baby 5 for its actual use. And plays it, yeah, it's over. So he swings 8 here. Let's let that go. Swing 10s. Oh, never mind, he's gone. Yeah, that was a good game for game 1 against Law. We can stun stuff and stop some stuff from attacking. So yeah, that was a good game for Doflamingo, and let's go on to the next one. Okay, game 2 against Lim. We definitely take first here, and we get Dellinger, so that's all we need really. Obviously taking first is a big thing from Lim. Play the 1 cost Lim, and then we play Sugar, and then we search. What do we want? The Virgo or the 4 cost Sugar? Probably the 4 cost Sugar to be able to help us ramp, as we can still search with the Dellinger to get another good 5 cost to play off it. And we only did see Virgo there, so we didn't see a Monet, and Monet is obviously the better target because it ramps us. So we divert that into Dellinger. Do we want to take a 10 cost or another Dellinger? Probably a 10 cost, because Lim is very mid-range, so just to have a guaranteed one is something I'm quite fond of. Okay, we get Virgo. We can play that off the 4 cost Sugar. The 4 cost Sugar now, ramp, and then we'll swing 6 at lead. Let's see what they do. So when that Sugar dies, we get Virgo out, and then we can just swing big. We haven't really showed Virgo so much in this video yet. Okay, ooh, they play out the 6 cost Luffy and restand 4 and then use leader effect. So play out a Dofi blocker, then swing and draw a card. We'll take because we got 5 life to spare. They swing 6. I will give you a swift 2k there. Our Sugar still is active, so we can play the 8 cost Doflamingo. Probably into Virgo. No swing 5. Yeah, blocks. So next we can divert the attack into our Sugar and then get a Resonante out, which could be fun. We don't have any events to trash. Resonante is still good to have the Don up. 8 cost Doflamingo to run back up. Virgo is just a better stat line, so if it gets rested, it will be harder to kill. Probably give Dellinger and a 6. Give it 2k because we're probably gonna just swing with Sabo. I think we take this one. Another 10 cost. Okay, we're quite bricked, but we have a good answer for next turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we go into Rosanna here. We got quite a wide board to try and combat them, so they bounce the Lim and play the Perona. Okay, that is something I definitely was not expecting. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so we can play the Monet off the A-class Doflamingo, but then again, I feel like we need to clear board. Still, though, I think we got to do this. And then we'll swing 6 at Sabo. We can definitely kill something. Let's swing into Luffy. Because that double attack is quite nerve-wracking. And he gives us 4 1Ks. So he has no cards in hand. But then again, we can use the Monet, draw 2 and trash 1 ability. That would really help us. Well, we will take and get a sugar. Okay, it's not looking great. I'll be completely honest. Yeah, double attack. We're diverting this right into Monet. I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to stack more in it. I mean, it's going to get diverted anyway, so will it matter? Yeah, that makes sense. Trash Doflamingo and then get 2 back. So we have fixed our hand slightly, but we've only just gained 2 1Ks, which we were going to counter out of this attack for. If I was this person, I would just swing rather big twice, but then again, the 2 done up might make him reconsider that. I might make it a bit harder for us. So if swings 5, we'll give a 1K. So what's he going to play that's going to be so big? Okay, never mind. He's leaving 8 up. Maybe an A-cost Katakuri. I believe Lim runs that still. Obviously, this is OP14, so I really don't know. Okay, so we do get a counter event. That is very, very, very nice. They're going to swing 10k, though. I mean, we take... Okay, we are fine. We get another counter event. We are fine. Plays a Law. Play a Perona. Oh, my. The one thing going here is that we have the Rosanante, because we can play the 10 cost, stun 3 things, and KO 2 things. So we'll swing into the Sabo first. And then hopefully that, well, something dies. Yeah, the Doflamingo died. Then we swing into Sabo again, stop the draw, because 2 cards in hand obviously probably are bricked. And then we play the Doflamingo. We can stun these 3 bodies and swing 5 at leader. And if they swing into our leader, we can just divert it to another character. And then we get 2 done active for Pentachromatic String. And we can also chain events. Or chain 10 class Doflamingos. And we win. Yet, to be fair, obviously Lim doesn't have a rush. Oh, I didn't just open that. Lim doesn't have a rush, obviously. So, yeah, they're quite bricked anyway. Okay, so we've got game 3, I think, against Moria. Yeah, I don't know how Moria plays. This guy may have an interesting build. So we're going second here. We can get a sugar and then search. I know Moria has an even curve because the 8 cost and then the I'll take a minute here, I think. And we got the 8 cost and then the 6 cost Moria 2, and then the 4 cost Perona, Hogback, and etc, etc. But I don't know how this guy might play. It might be something that we don't know. But I think the next video I make will be on Moria. The Doflamingo, obviously the Croc one I'm very happy with. I only did 3 games, and in this one you're getting a bit more. I believe you are getting about 6 or 7 games. Probably just take this one, I imagine. Yeah, we don't get many events to play for Resonante. Either we need to run more events or just run less for Resonante. Play Sugar and then we'll search. Oh yes, definitely A cost Doflamingo. We have a lot of 5 costs to play. And then we'll swing 5k at leader. So this guy is playing a KO Moria build, so you want to play your characters to KO and get good effects off them. It gives 1 and then passes. A lot of Morias I've seen have been using leader effect first, which I don't get. But my personal Moria build that I've built is a just trigger build. So it's using all the Thriller Bark stuff that we got, the yellow stuff, which obviously has the same effect. So if you get it off life, you can just play something from trash. And it's literally that, it's just recursion. So you can play the Hogback, and you swing with the Hogback, and then you kill it, and then you just play Paranoia or something. So he kills that one. He plays on this Moria. Okay, I don't mind that if you're playing like a KO build. It's just like a free KO body. So they swing at Sugar. We'll let that happen. I imagine he's going to swing with this guy anyway. But then again, he doesn't have 6 Don, so we can't really use the Sugar effect. So we're going to play Monet, get an active Don. Then we'll just swing into Jigger Over the Wind, I guess. Makes it harder for him to get a free KO. We're gonna put down a Sugar anyway. So we'll make sure he dies, then he gives plus 1k, I imagine, to his leader. He's really thinking about this, isn't he? Yeah, and then we play Sugar, and then we search for a 10 cost. I think we do take the 10 cost here, yeah. And we'll pass. So I'm a bit tired. Yeah. All these Doflamingo games got me weary. I do like the Moria alt art leader, it's kind of goofy. It's like, there's 3 colours, it's black, yellow, and like a light moonlight blue. It's a strange leader. Hopefully you guys like these kind of videos where I'm just exploring the new stuff. I obviously just make deck guides often and just kind of go into the matchups and stuff, which I think are cool little videos. I do like these gameplay ones too. I think gameplay ones are fun. You get to see me explore it and be a little bit of a goofball on the unlimited sim. So he is swinging at the lead. I think we divert this to our Sugar Nose. And then we play out Virgo. They're big purple guy with all the muscles and stuff. 8k lead, we take. So this guy's got 2 cards in hand. We're just gonna search, get another 10 cost. We're gonna play the Doflamingo. Probably into another Virgo, maybe? No, we just get the Resonante, trash the event. I'm not used to having an event in hand, to be honest. We swing. This Moria is dead anyway, there's literally 0 way it lives. The issue is hitting the Moria life, he's just going to play something off it. It's a very, very icky deck to play into, I've noticed. So we go 5 and he... Okay, I don't know why you do that because it's going to die anyway. To be fair, if you're hitting your life, it's like playing stuff anyway, but I don't know where Moria's hand size comes from. We'll swing 7 into life. This is a guaranteed take. Any trigger? Any trigger at all? Seems like there is. Unless he doesn't want to use it. He's thinking. Oh, never mind. And then we'll just set 2 Don as active. And then we will pass. We will pass. So we can use the A cost Doflamingo to ramp and put it into like a Sugar just to stop a big attack if he manages to do one. So what's he going to do here, sir? A card and then get some Don. He shouldn't be there. That guy's kind of banned. This is what we get with Unlimited Sim. I get people who can't even form sentences, and I get people who are playing 8 cost Moria. Yes. 8 cost goes back, I guess. I guess he's back. And this guy is crazy. Playing an 8 cost Moria. This is what you get in Unlimited though. You get some people who just quit halfway through. That's why it's so hard to get games. Like, I want to test against the meta decks. The only ones that I often see people play are Ace. I don't see many people at all playing Zoro or Emu. It's just Ace, which is a weird one. To be honest, I think here we just play the 10 cost Doflamingo and kill the 8 cost Moria. Serves him right for playing it out. Then we'll swing 5 at lead. Play Stardew Valley, still one in the corner there. See what he does. This is going to be such a sticky board to kill. Because that Hogback just doesn't die. Because when you can swing with it and you can kill it with your leader ability. Play another 4 cost off. And oftentimes it is the 4 cost Perona, which just stuns the 6 cost, which is so annoying against mid-range decks. Against mid-range decks, Moria kind of thrives because it eats a lot of attacks and it can play from triggers. And also stuns a lot with the Perona. That Perona is ridiculously good at stunning. I'll swing 6 at leader. Would we kill him? We'll go 7 at leader and we could kill him. Any trigger? Any blocker trigger or anything? No. Or... no. Oh yeah, he couldn't really play out a blocker, could he? And we'll just swing there. Oh, and he didn't have any counter. So he's got that event and the Boa and the Moria. That makes sense. Yeah, Moria's a weird one. It's like, we'll go into it next video, but I don't mind it. But anyway, that guy deserves everything he got playing up the band, 8 cost Moria. Yeah, so F that guy. Yeah, and we'll go into the next game soon. And the next game we got Ace. We're going to pick second here. And oh, why even is that in the bottom right corner there? And then we'll keep this one. Obviously we got Sugar into Sugar. Very, very nice. Play out the Otama, do their thing, then we play out Sugar and we search. Who do you want here? We've got enough 2Ks, so we'll just hit the Doflamingos and then we'll pass. Just having a lot of the Doflamingos late game can just spamming them genuinely changes games. No matter what start you've had, if you can just stun so much from attacking. In this case though, Ace plays a lot of 10 costs, so it'll be quite hard to get through to him. So he plays an Ezo, and then he has 2 Don. Obviously this is not Ace's curve, but I still don't know what is best for Doflamingo yet. I assume it's second, but I just have no clue. So he goes 6 at lead. I think he takes this, and we get Bullet String. Okay, that's going to be nice for late game. Here we play Sugar for definite. I'm not sure if we use the 1 cost Sugar or just attack, but I think attacking probably is better just to apply that early game pressure. Get 1 card out of his hand. We've got enough in our hand, so getting another one just increases the chance of us getting puddinged, and to be honest, I want to avoid that at all costs. So he swings 6 at face, uses the Ezo effect and gives us a red rock and passes. So he plays that 4 cost Marco. That's standard in Ace really, and then swings 6 instead of 7. I'll give it 2k. Good old Giola. And he passes, so he must have an event to counter. I think I'm going to play at the Monet. But first we search for 8 cost Doflamingo. Obviously going wide against Ace is good. He doesn't really play Grab Blade, so we can... do you want to play Dellinger? I don't think we want to play Dellinger, because we're going to be using the KO effect into Sugar anyway, right? So he uses the leader effect, and then we play out Virgo and pass. To be honest, Virgo is probably one of the best cards in the deck just to stop removal. Against Emu, I imagine he just stops Mars entirely, which can be very, very good. So it plays out another Marco, and I went to desktop, apparently. Ignore that. And then we'll just go into Sugar. And play out Monet. Oh, Virgo, who do you want? Let's go Virgo, actually, because we can play out the ACOS Doflamingo next turn anyway. I think just going wide with bigger bodies. And he's swinging with the Marco. We take this. And we get another 10 cost. We are looking pretty swell. Looking pretty swell. So we do that. Play the Monet, get Dawn. And here, I think we just swing 6, 7, 7. I don't think we need to use Sugar. So we swing 6 at lead. See what he does. So he gives it. Oh, he uses the leader effect instead of giving a 1k. I don't know about that one, personally, but. Heyo, this guy's playing Ace. It doesn't really take a genius to play Ace well. So he takes, and then we'll swing 7 again. I imagine he just gives it 2k. And he takes, oh. Then we pass. He didn't have a Don in his leader, so he didn't draw anything. Which is quite worrying in my eyes. I think he may be cooked. I think we've gone too wide and we have the 10 costs. And we get puddinged. Right. I don't think that's going to help you win the game, buddy. Issue being we don't have counter though. So we'll just go into the Monet. Oh, we get a 10 cost back. It is fine. We don't need another Virgo. Yeah, we're completely fine. That's the beauty of Monet. Just refills our hand whenever we get puddinged. He's got 5 left, so I imagine he just plays another Marco, right? Okay. This guy's mega bricked. From that response, this guy literally has been so unlucky. I mean, we swing into a timer, I guess. Honestly, in Unlimited, you can't control what kind of people you get. And I'm getting some absolute specimens here. This guy is just... I don't think I've ever played anyone like him. So they can't rest the blockers, which is nice. So you leader effect, then we swing again. Why'd you use leader effect with a 2k, bro? Just 2k it. And then he's so bricked anyway, from the way he's playing. Yeah, bro, this guy's terrible. Even at Ace. Still, though, I imagine that there's not much an Ace can do against us going wide and tall with Doflamingo and stunning stuff at the same time. Yeah, he could have used the Newgate for leader ability. I don't know, this guy's special in ways words can't describe. Yeah, let's get into the next game. So, Jesus. Before we get into game 4, if you're enjoying the video, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, so if you can help me get to that goal, that would be incredible. Thank you, and let's get to game 4 against Boa. Okay, so against Boa. I believe Boa is a really strong deck anyway, so it's going to be very interesting to see how we fare against it. If they can choose whether to go first or second, that would be quite nice. And they choose second. Okay. Alright, so our first hand, we play Magellan and then pass. We have 2 of the events, so a 5 cost Rosinante would be incredible. And we get it. That is actually exactly what I wanted. So we can use one of them and the ramp, and then we can swing 5. And then we'll pass. So the first attack is going to be directed into the Dellinger to help us search. Let's see what they play. Probably a 4 cost Boa from start to deck 17, I imagine, to get it down on the leader. And also get a blocker out, which would be very, very helpful for them. They're doing a 5 at leader. We do get to direct that into Dellinger and get a nice little search off. Who do we want? Do we want Virgo or do we want Sugar? Probably Sugar, right? Yeah, we'll take Sugar. Nice little ramp. And direct attack. They play out a Neko Mamashi. Okay. So, in this situation, we have 6 Dawn. I think we play out Sugar and then use the ramp event actually. Because then we can get to 10 next. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm quite happy with that. We've still got 5 life as well, so we can just keep taking life. Our opponent's in a tough spot already. They've got a lot of cards in hand, yeah, but they are at 2 life. So here I imagine they're going to play out a 6 cost Boa. They still can with the 5 cost. What's the name? Is it Marigold? I think it's Marigold, the blocker that plays out 6 cost Boa. Yeah, so it's Boa Marigold playing out the 6 cost Hancock. So Virgo card attack. That's lovely. So we play out Sugar and we search. We'll get a Bullet String. And we'll play Resonante to discard it. And then we'll play out a Sugar, I imagine. Nah, we'll use Dellinger. We'll use Dellinger. We'll swing into Negamamashi, they block. And we play out a Dellinger, and then we get 2 active, and then we pass. Quite a decent turn. Nice draw from the event. Quite happy with that. We have 9 anyway. So we can definitely eat an attack and search with Dellinger. That could be nice. They are thinking, so we got 8 at our face. I think we take this one and then we direct another attack to Dellinger. Just so we've got our hand size quite healthy. This one I believe is going to be a 1k. Yep. And then they've got one more swing left for the leader. I doubt they play Rush. They could play the 8 cost Rush Luffy or the new Jinbe. I doubt they're going to play Jinbe, but they play Island of Women. Discard a card from your hand and rest the stage. Return up to 1 character. To be fair, you could run the 8 cost Jinbe because you can discard a card with that stage and bounce something back to your hand. And then your Jinbe gets rushed. That could be a thing. I doubt it would work as good in Jinbe, not as good as it works in Jinbe. So they're playing the 2 cost Hiyori. That is not menacing at all. And they play Marigold into Bow again. Oh, and they bottom deck Dellinger. You know what? I think we stop it with Virgo. And then they swing and we just direct it into it anyway. Yeah, might as well. Get a nice little search. Do we want another 10 cost? Or an 8 cost? I don't think we need the 8 cost. We can just get another 10 cost and then just keep stunning everything. And we wouldn't even need counter. Right, so we do a nice little 5 at Negamamashi. See what happens. Test the waters a little bit. The 1k. Oh, I gotta be yawning now. 6k. Sorry if any of you are yawning back home because I just yawned. I know it's contagious. And they block. They play out a 10 cost. And then we will make sure these 3 can't rest. And then we'll get to Don active and then we'll pass. Unfortunately, we won't be able to chain 10 costs, but I really doubt we'll need to because they're at 2 life and we can just finish them off quite quick. Unless they play the 9 cost Boa and heal, that would be quite bad. They could still play it. So they're going 6 at Resonante, that's a swift 2k there. Yes, and they do play the Boa. And we get a Dellinger back in our hand. We get 2 Dellingers. Here, I believe we search with Sugar first. And we... What do we take here? 2k or Bullet String? Bullet String will help us live more. We also can get 2k, which also really helps. In this situation, we take 2k. And then we swing 7 with Resonante. We will play Dellinger out. And we swing 7 again. In fact, we could just go for game. If they play kicking out, yeah, we just swing 9. And then we can swing 13. This still gives us the option to play out a Dellinger, well, 2 Dellingers if we want. So we go 9. If they take and don't get any triggers, we just go 13 in, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess so. Some of these people today have been just... I don't even know, bro. They could have left the Don up for the one cost. I don't even know. Yeah, bro. Some of these people we're coming up against in this video are just crazy. Jesus. Anyways, let's get into the next one. Okay, so we're against Jinbe. We're going to mulligan this hand, and we are going second. So I think this is an okay hand. We do have Dellinger, which is a nice start, of course, as Jinbe is quite an aggressive deck. It discards cards to boost little characters like the one on the board now, which is 3k power. So when every time you can do it any time per turn, as long as it's got cards to discard and done to attach that's rested, you can do it. So here, what are we going to play? We're going to do 5. I think I'm going to take... I imagine he's going to play something out and then give rested Don. So we can probably... never mind. Might as well get the search off. We have a lot of 2Ks. We'll take one of the 2Ks. And we'll see what happens. Because if he swings bigger, I'm probably just going to want to take. So he uses Pilaf. And then I imagine discard the card to swing 5. Yes. Issue is with this playstyle of Jinbe, I can just swing 5 into it and it's gone. Like, I mean, there's not much else to play though. We play one Dellinger and then we just attach 2 or 3 and then just swing into him. He's gone anyway, and then we just play Dellinger and we pass. We've got some up for Pentachromatic String. So if he plays out a 6k body, we can use that and then we can ramp one. Should be nice. But I doubt what's going to happen. Just going to play out little bodies. Plays no Tama. You can't use the effect. And then passes. I don't know what is Jinbe messing at, I'll be honest. He could have just swung at leader. I mean, I guess he just thought whatever he does, it's just going to be directed into Dellinger anyway. So he may not want to swing. He had nothing to play. I mean, I'm just going to direct this into Dellinger anyway. And we'll get a 10 cost or a Virgo. Probably a 10 cost. Never mind. My mind works quicker than my mouth. We can play the 8 cost Doflamingo into a Virgo. Or Resonante and ditch Pentachromatic. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, this is a hard choice. Thing is though, he's going to swarm the board now. We're going to have to eat a lot of attacks. So if we play the Resonante and ditch that, and we get the 1 cost event. Very nice. I think we go 5 here. He probably should take. He'll be trashing a lot of cards soon. I think Jinbe, the best thing to do is build up a little bit of a board before swinging, because I can just easily remove them. And we go 6, and then pass, and get 3 up. So we can use the counter event if we want. Okay, so he's got Wadatsumi 2k. It's a good 2k to be fair. As a vanilla stat line, it's got a good effect. It's actually kind of an insane 2k, really. So play Jinbe. But he can't rest the Don. So he does get rushed, but he won't be able to rest Don. With his effect, in which he would be able to bounce back Resonante or Monet. Be really nice. Swing 7. So we're going to ramp first. And to be honest, we can just use the event and get to 8. He does have some rested Don left. He can still swing with the Jinbe. We're still at 4 life is what we're doing quite well. We're feeling quite good, feeling quite safe. Oh, what's he going to do now? So he uses his leader effect again. And use it again. You get 9. What? I think we just take now. We get bullet string. That'll be good for later turns. And then he uses the event. So we've got 3 cards in hand. Uses it, goes down to 2, draws 2. I see. I like that. And then what, 7 at lead? Yep, we will... Well, but we do have to deal with the 10k Jinbe. We'll just direct that there. And if he kills Monet or kills our leader... Alright, he kills Monet. Draw 2, trash 1. Probably get rid of Sugar. Then we ramp 2. We can play the 10 cost here to kill the Jinbe. So we're just going to start with getting rid of these Waratsumis. Probably be able to get rid of both. Hopefully. No, only one of them, but that should be fine. So we play that, and then we'll play the 10 cost. Do this. Kill Jinbe. And then pass. With 2 done up. In which we'll be able to use the 8 cost Doflamingo to ramp, and probably get another 10 cost if we draw into it. Okay, so he plays Arlong and then Fisher Tiger. In which draws him more cards. That Fisher Tiger is really good in Jinbe, right? And that Arlong Altar is really, really nice. It's so blue. And a little bit of red in the middle is cool. Look at that, it's so blue. It's actually a fire alt. It'd be quite cheap as well because it's Arlong. It's still a 1-drop searcher too. I'll have to pick that up when it comes out. So he's played that. I imagine he might use his leader effect. Never mind, he just swings 8. We'll direct that right into the 10 cost. I think. And then we'll ramp back up. So that leader effect never happened. And then we can go wider with Virgo and 8 cost Dofi. In which I think we're going to do... We do that. And then we swing 5. Then we swing 7 with Resonante. So we have the Resonante effect at the end of the turn to get 2 up for Bullet String. We swing 9 and then 10. And then we pass. He will have to try and kill us this turn. So he's going to want to make his... he's hoping that we're bricked. Because he is not surviving another turn. What's this? Don't worry, I'm here. Leave things to me. Give everything +1. Okay. Tire for 2. It's also something to a good trigger and you can discard it for leader ability. So Jinbe's got a very interesting deck list. I need to check him out at some point when all the other cards have been added to the sim. As next video probably will be Moria. Then we got Law as well. We got Mihawk, we got Boa. We got so many to cover. So what now? So he uses another one. To be fair, if you're going for game, you can use as much Don as you want to buff stuff, because you're just going to use your leader ability to use the rest of that anyway. So we can do that, and then we get another, and then we go to 9 and give him a +1. And now we are 7k base, and he would have been in a far better position if we weren't a 7k base leader. So he swings 9, we direct that into our 10k. And there's literally no physical way he can kill us now. So it's quite done. But Jinbe is a fun deck to play into. I do like it. Okay. And we will definitely cover it in a future video. But for now, let's go on to the next and final game. Okay. Next we have Roger. We will go second here. For definite. And... yeah, so we get a good second curve actually. Got Sugar, Magellan, not Magellan, Dellinger. I keep saying Magellan when it comes to Dellinger. Here, do we want to play Sugar? Let's search. Because this beats a 6k. We'll go to an A and pass. So I'd rather it eat a 6k than play out a Dellinger. Because then we'd have to use our leader ability. You save Dellinger for future turn. Never mind, he goes 8 to our face, so we get to keep using Sugar. So I'll play out the 4 cost Sugar, use the 1 cost Sugar on board, and then swing 5. It's looking like a good start for us so far. So he does that, and then we play Sugar, do this, and because it is Roger, I imagine he will ramp first, and then swing for the extra Don, like play like an Odin or something, so we can direct it into the Sugar. If he was... He'd swing into the 1-cost Sugar first. No, he plays Douglas Bullet to swing first. That's a mistake. Obviously, people don't know how to play against Doflamingo yet, and certainly unlimited, right? So he might not have even counted it. So we play that and get Monet, and then we'll ramp 2. And now we're on 7. I want to use the 1-cost Sugar first, see if we draw anything. 10 costs Dofi, definitely want that. So what we can do, we can play Virgo and then a Dellinger. So we'll swing 5 at leader. Swing 6. And then we'll play Virgo and then Dellinger. And then we'll pass. And we're in a pretty good position here. We've gone quite wide. Monet and Virgo can attack. Obviously, Douglas Bullet is a 6k now. He swings 7. At Sugar. I mean, why wouldn't you just swing 6? It's gonna die anyway. I don't know this guy. This guy. We can use our leader ability into Dellinger anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. What's he gonna do now? Either playing the card to ramp. Oh. Okay, we'll just direct that into Dellinger. This guy must be mega bricked. It does happen though, Roger. Oftentimes you don't have much to play. So I mean, we'll just play another Virgo. We need as many 7k bases as we can possibly get, really. We'll swing 5 at leader. Then either a 7 at leader. Actually, no, we can go 6 at bullet and then 8 at bullet. Or we can go at leader. I don't know what's best to go for at this situation. We'll go 6 at leader first. Then we'll go 8 at bullet. Okay, so it takes... I'll go 8 at bullet. I think we'll be fine late game. Because we're going so wide. I mean, I might as well turn it on. But we've got nothing to stun next turn anyway. I think our Doflamingo's not really going to kill like a 9-drop or a 10-drop, is it? So he plays 8-drop Roger. If we direct it into Monet, we can still get a 10 cost out to kill the Roger, so that's fine. We obviously we are not getting the Pro Roger until like next year now in the Western meta. So he swings into Virgo, we direct that into Monet, draw 2, trash 1, probably trash the 4 cost and get 2 back, and then we're on the 10 cost, in which kills the Roger. Which is very nice. See, the versatility of this 10 cost Doflamingo is really strong. We can swing 9 at lead. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Doflamingo, after all the games today, albeit on unlimited, I can't really control the level of opponents we're playing. I don't think all of them were terrible, though. I will say that. I think Doflamingo is kind of showcased what it can do. Its leader effect of just stopping an attack from Dom -1, which can get it back, is just really strong. Playing stuff off it, and with Virgo as well, with removal protection, it's just incredibly strong. Like, it's so versatile. It's probably best against aggro and mid-range through like the deferring of attacks. Because it doesn't take life too often. Here, I think I've got a good idea. We can use the Virgo when attacking to give Dom -1. Actually, wait. What we're going to do first. We'll swing the Doflamingo first at lead. Then we can use Virgo's ability to Dom -1. And then make Shanks's power go down by 2. And then we can do that again with the other Virgo. And then we can just stack it all on the 10 cost Doflamingo. And we can swing into Shanks and kill it. That could be kind of fire. Virgo's an insane card, no? So Shanks is now an 8k and our Doflamingo is a 9k. So we just stack all of it on him just to get the Shanks KO. Yeah. All pass. See, Virgo can be so good in these kind of matchups. This deck has so many tools to succeed. It's actually really, really insane. So swing 7 at Virgo and put another 10 cost Shanks. Probably just do the same thing, right? Direct the attack into our leader. Because we can just stop things. It's just anti-removal as well. You can play stuff off the stuff we KO. It's anti-removal because we can direct it to our leader. The reason I don't have Zoro... Oh, he's left. The reason I don't have Zoro in this video is because every time I swing into character, I can just direct it into leader anyway. So, like, our characters live. You can build a board through that. And yeah, anyway. Let's just get into the final conclusions of this deck for me. So, my main takeaways from playing this Doflamingo, I think it's got great anti-removal tools. We have Virgo, obviously stopping natural removal. And then we got the swinging in removal, which can direct the attack to our leader or any other character, just for 1 Don. So it's got great anti-removal tools, and it deals with aggro very well. We can direct big attacks into characters to give us beneficial effects to respond, such as directing into the 4 cost Sugar to play at a 5 cost. In response, we're excellent against mid-range decks, so the 10 cost Doflamingo makes it so 3 7 costs or less can't even rest themselves, and we can generate a healthy hand size with Dellinger and Sugar, and we can also go wide with the 8 cost Doflamingo. Overall, we have so many tools to succeed, so how is he into Zoro, Emu, and Ace? Well, into Zoro, I think he wins. The leader effect, directing attack away from a character, means it so the characters can't die, and even if we don't want to do that, Zoro killing the characters anyway can give us beneficial effects like Sugar and Monet. Into Ace, I have played him in this video, albeit the guy wasn't too great. With 10 cost spam, I do think we will struggle with the 10 cost Blocker Beards and the 10 cost Rogers. So for Ace, I think it's about 50-50 if we're playing a really good Ace. Against Emu, with the anti-removal we have, just being -1 Don, and late game being able to stun 3 7 costs or less, I really truly think we have a good matchup into Emu too. Hence why I'm going to give my final conclusion of Dofu being top meta. I could be wrong, but this is just my first thoughts. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to help us get to that 1,000 sub mark, and I'll see you later.